source of inspiration and love. Oh, how we live and what we say, it's Stampin' Up and it's our way.
Everyone, it's Pauline from Stamp with Pauline, and today's card is a faux patina type of look. I'm going to make these this technique first, and then we will proceed on to the card and cutting out our elements. So first thing we need is a piece. I've got a piece of very vanilla cardstock, and I've got an embossing folder. These are the Basics 3D embossing folder. It's a 3-pack that you get on the online exclusives. If not, any embossing folder will work for you. I'm going to be using the Pecan Pie ink pad, and I'm going to be just popping some ink on here. And then what I'm going to do is lay down the cardstock, close it up, and now I'm going to run that through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Okay, that's now done, and I'm just going to grab a baby wipe and just give that a clean. And that's ready to be packed away. Let's get all that ink off. All right, leave that aside to dry for a sec. And then what we're going to do is we're also going to be needing a couple of different inks now to go through this. What I'm going to be using is Misty Moonlight, and I'm also going to be using Old Olive, and I'm going to sponge this. Alright, so just a rough, just all over. Okay, just highlight some of those pieces. Then grab the Old Olive. And you can pretty much use any colours really for this sort of look. So we can mix and match and do all sorts of different things with it. And then if you wanted to, you could even do a third colour as well. I'm not going to worry about a third colour. I'm going to leave that as is. Alright, I'm going to grab my embossing buddy, and I'm going to just pop that over here. Just rough, nothing strategic or anything. Now I'm going to grab my Versamark ink and lightly just randomly rub some Versamark ink onto my layer. So that's that bit. Then you take your embossing powder. I'm using gold for this one. And I'm going to just sprinkle that, and that just attaches to the Versamark ink that is on here. So just brush that off a little bit. Alright, so we're just tapping away some of that excess. There we go. And now I'm just going to heat that up with my heat tool. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I've got my heat tool here, and let's just give it a blast. Alright, and what's happened is where the Versamark has stuck, the embossing powder has now stuck to it, and then I've just rubbed off a little bit of that excess powder that it doesn't need, and you just need to just do that. And now I'm going to be cutting these out using the Hang On Ornaments dies, and I'm going to be cutting out 3 of these ornaments. Okay, so now what I've got here is my Night of Navy base card. I've cut out 4 of my ornaments, and that's because 4 fitted, and I'm just going to leave a little border around the outside of it. So I may need to just, got enough room there. I've got a piece of pecan pie here, so that is going to get glued all onto my base card. So let's grab our Tombow. Alright. And we're just going to adhere this layer onto the Night of Navy. So glue that down. And then we're going to glue down our pecan pie layer. Just get that straight. Just wanting a little edge to that coming out. And then I've got a piece of very vanilla, and it's going to fit onto there as well, but I am going to grab my pecan pie first with my sponge, and I'm just going to add a little bit of colour, just roughly all around the outer edge, like so. And then I'm going to glue this down onto there. So what I'm doing now is I'm just positioning my Christmas baubles here, and I've got a ruler and I've got my pecan pie marker, Stampin' Right marker. I will be using the tip end, and I'm going to just be drawing a line. There's one, that's where I want my other one to go, and then my third one. So I've got those two sitting there, and my third bauble, because I still need to get my sentiment on, so I don't want to have too much there. So I'll make him just go that way so I get that other bauble here. So I've attached my baubles using the dimensionals, and I've positioned them on. I've got my lines drawn on. What I've gone ahead and done is just attach some adhesive sheeting to the back of some pecan pie cardstock, and what I've done is run that through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. That way you don't have to worry about any additional blobs of glue sitting out or doing that. Just makes it a little bit easier, I find, with these tiny little pieces, just to put that adhesive sheeting on, so it's one less thing that you have to try and deal with. So I'm going to pop that, all three of my baubles tops onto there, like so, and then my third. Just be careful not to stab yourself while getting the adhesive off, because that can be a little bit tricky with these tiny little pieces here. It does get a little tricky. Let me try that again. Alright. Well, it just avoids getting any of the adhesive on your fingers and things. Alright. Okay. Pop that down onto the top of my bauble. I've got some foam strip just attached to the back of my words, and I'm just going to position that on here. And that is the card done. You could also add some bling to this if you wanted to. No hard and fast rule about that, but that is the card. So hope you like that. That is the faux patina look. There's lots of different options and different colours you can use on that. So hope you like that, and give it a go. See you then. Bye.
What we do makes a difference in me and you. All these years of inspiration and love.